Okay, hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel where I'm talking about anxiety depressive disorder. It's my third attempt to record this video because every time I try to record it there's shortage of space on my phone. I hope that this time everything is alright. So in my previous video I've told you that I wanted to stop taking my antidepressants, and actually I did it. So in this video I'm gonna talk about this time when I stopped doing it and what happened after that. So for today I have made like a script for myself, a list actually of things I want to talk about today, because there are lots of times that when I just forget something. Yeah, okay. Closer to the end of May, I stopped taking antidepressants. At first I planned to do so in June, but then I found out that I didn't have enough medicine, and I understood that it would be expensive to buy new antidepressants, and that there would be too many pills for me because I was about to stop taking them. So I decided to stop taking them earlier than in June. Okay, what happened after that? Of course, after I stopped taking antidepressants, I had a withdrawal syndrome. And there is one really strange thing I want to tell you about this syndrome. I don't know if you can actually have it for such a long time. I don't know. Maybe, I guess, I had this withdrawal syndrome starting from December. Starting from December, I felt kind of bad physically. And there were a lot of times, when I felt like there were lots of electrical sparks in my head, like popping up every time I do something. For example, I just turn my head from this position to this one, and just boom, lots of sparks, electrical sparks in my head, and it was really strange. I don't know how to explain it, because I guess if you have never felt it, you can't understand what it feels like. Because it's not pleasant. It's like not only sparks, but it's dizziness and sparks at the same time. Lots of dizziness, like you are sick, you have fever, and you are really dizzy, and all of that all together were sparks. So I had it since September for actually many months, maybe for more than 4 months, kind of like that. I remember that I tried to adjust my medicine. Probably I made my dose bigger. I don't really remember, but maybe I was fine for a really short period of time, and then everything went back to as it was. Yeah, so I had this withdrawal syndrome when I stopped taking antidepressants. And okay, I'm again looking at my list, so I won't forget anything. So, yep, of course my depression got worse, obviously. And if before this whole thing of me stopping antidepressants, I was able actually to control my thoughts, and negative thoughts and positive, both of them, but this time I mostly had only negative thoughts. I was like, what if I'm not strong enough to go through it? what if something again happens, and also feeling kind of miserable and all that stuff. Also, anxiety got worse. There were maybe several days when I was really anxious. I was like sweating, at the same time being anxious and being afraid of something. They were like just several days. It was okay. It wasn't that severe as it was a year ago or a year and a half ago, when my anxiety was so high, I just could barely bear it. And this time it was bad, but it wasn't that bad. Yeah. What else? Headaches. I had lots of headaches almost every day. Usually long headaches. Yeah. Okay, I have already told you about electrical sparks in my head. Yes, of course. Most of the time I had a very fast heartbeat. Yeah. What else? Physically, I felt bad. Like for example, I was sick all the time. I was very, very, very dizzy all the time. Like, I don't know, like I'm going on a carousel, spinning around and around, and I was dizzy, even when I was just lying in my bed. You know, it was something. Yeah. But the next thing is the most unpleasant for me. It's about nightmares. When I stopped taking antidepressants, my nightmares came back. And I had nightmares every night. I couldn't sleep like a normal person at all. And every night I would wake up because of screaming. And not only once, maybe even twice or even 3 times during one night I would scream. And usually when a healthy person has dreams, usually they are not so bright, so vivid, but when you are on meds, that actually can affect your brain and so on, your sleep. You can have like really, really vivid and straight dreams, and I had those. When I was just starting to adjust to my antidepressants at the beginning of this journey, I also had nightmares pretty much every night, and they were very strange. They were really vivid, they were bright, they were kind of abnormal anyways. And this time I had this again. So every night I would scream, and after I woke up, I couldn't fall asleep again because I was afraid to sleep. I was really afraid to sleep. It was, yeah, and I had those nightmares for more than a month. So all of other symptoms, they had already disappeared, but I still had nightmares. And all in all, it was a nightmare. Yeah. So, kind of like that. What else? Yep, also I had dizziness. I have told you already about it. I had like weakness. So yeah, physically feeling bad, yeah. Yep, I think that's all about my withdrawal syndrome. As for this thing I had starting from December, I don't know if it was a withdrawal syndrome, because when I tried to find some scientific proof about this information, I couldn't find any that this withdrawal syndrome can last for months. Maybe like it wasn't the withdrawal syndrome, it was the problem with adjustment of my medicine, that my dose wasn't good for me, maybe. But the thing that confuses me really is like those electrical sparks. I was able to find their, like, not even an explanation, but just their the mention of them only in this withdrawal syndrome. Like, I couldn't find any information anywhere else about this thing, so I don't know if it was a withdrawal syndrome or not. It is really strange. But anyways, for a really long time I had those sparks in my head, and it was pretty bad, because when you had those sparks you were like out of your mind. I don't know even how to explain it. Like, you were not present. Yeah, I don't know how to explain it. It was really strange, it was unpleasant, it was uncomfortable, it was pretty bad. Yeah. And I guess, yeah, that's it about this whole withdrawal syndrome. Yeah, I think that's enough for the first video. So I will talk to you soon again. So yeah, thank you for watching. Have a good time wherever you are, and stay positive. So yeah.